Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the last part of the chapter, the Mughal Empire. So students, let's discuss the ancestry of Mughals in this video once again. Humayun Sheikh, Abu Sa'd, Sultan Muhammad Mirza and Miran Shah were the father and forefathers of Babur. Babur established Mughal dynasty in India. Then he was succeeded by Humayun. Then came Akbar, then Jahangir, then Shah Jahan and then Aurangzeb. So students, let's start with the Mughal administration. In Akbari, the book gives a good account of the Mughal administration. The administration was the mixture of Central Asian and Indian tradition. And what they used to do, they used to follow centralized administration, which means that the king used to control the entire administration. And he was held by the Council of Minister, Vakil, who was known as the Prime Minister. Then Diwan or Wazir was the Minister of Revenue and Expenditure. Mir Bakshi was the Minister of Military Administration. Mir Saman was the Minister of Royal Household. And Sadr was the Minister for enforcing Islamic laws. And what was the other name of Islamic laws? Sharia. Now moving further, the empire was divided into Subas, and the Subas were further divided into Sarkars or district, which were divided into Parganas, each made up of number of villages. The towns were administered by Kotwalis, and what they used to do, they used to maintain law and order, check weights and measure, and kept a record of the people living in the area. And the police stations were called Kotwalis. Now, what were the important features of Mughal army? The important features of Mughal army were infantry, cavalry, war, elephants and artillery. Akbar is also said to have a navy, a group of trained bodyguards and armed palace guards were maintained by the emperor. Now let's talk about Mansabdari system, a very important topic of the chapter. Mansabdari system was introduced by Akbar. Now, what is Mansabdar? Who are Mansabdars? The Mansabdars refers to a person or individual who holds mansabs, meaning position or rank. Now, what is Mansabdari? Mansabdari was a grading system used by Mughals to fix rank, salary and military responsibility. Rank and salary were determined by a numerical value called Zat. Now there were 66 grades in Mansabdari system. He recruited officers from diverse groups like Irani and Turani nobles, Indian Muslims, Afghans, Rajput and later the Marathas. Akbar used to transfer his minister. Why he used to transfer? So that they would not become powerful in one area. And they received their salary through land called Jagirs. So now let's discuss land revenue system. First of all, who introduced land revenue system? Raja Todermal introduced land revenue system. And who was Raja Todermal? Raja Todermal was the revenue minister of Akbar. And this land revenue system was based on Sher Shah land revenue system. And the method of calculation land revenue system was known as Zabt. Is it clear? Now how they used to calculate? Todermal conducted a careful survey of crop yields, prices and area cultivated for a period of 10 years, and on the basis of this data, tax was fixed on each crop in cash. Now to calculate tax, they have divided each province into revenue circle, having a specific schedule of revenue rates for individual crop. Is it clear? And this was applied in some areas where survey of land was possible, and this was not possible in the province such as Gujarat and Bengal. So students, now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. So let's start. Who introduced the land revenue system? Who are Mansabdars? Which book gives the good account of administration of Mughals? What is Zabt and what is Zat? So students, you have to give the answers of these questions in the comment section below. So students, with this we have completed this chapter. Thank you.